Yes. This will be interesting conversation. A transmission of spirit, yes. About the fallen ones. Makaya, the dark forces. More, yeah. And when you, oh wait, that's weird. I see a moth in there, but he's already dead. He must have did that last night or whenever. I think it's a moth, I don't know. Kewasu. Because they want to get to the light, to the fire, to the danger. I welcome you, holy ones. Protect thyself from this darkness, from the fallen angels, from the demons. And tonight we're going to be talking about this from the law of one, innerchristos point of view, the guardian point of view, holy ones. Much respect to all of you joining tonight. Okay, and just at the very beginning, I just want to leave a simple disclosure that this is not coming from a religion point of view, okay? We're about spirituality and energy, consciousness. And we see God as energy and consciousness. And creation is explained by the guardians. They remind us of how it's designed, and then we resonate with that. We practice with that. We work with the macrocosm to develop our microcosm. Okay? So the original intention of God is peace and love. Everyone sees each other as equal. There is no judgment in such with this energy, with this consciousness that many people choose to call God. The guardians call it the unici. And when it comes to the guardians, sound is very important. It's very, very relevant. Unici. So, holy ones, there was equality and there was free will. So since there was free will, there was now an opportunity to have distortion. As soon as you had free will, well, okay. I choose not to agree with you, God. So we have those who are pro-life, pro-equality, pro-law of one. It's a universal law. It's not religion or dogma. This is something you can believe or not believe. It still exists. It's always there. It's just we are distorted down here, and we forget that. We forget ourselves. We forget what is God. Okay? We forget what really is a fallen angel. Okay, so you say, hey, that's a religious topic or term, but this is a universal term. Anyone can say fallen angel. Realize we talk about an angel as being a celestial being, one not made of carbon matter. Okay, so that's tonight's topic, you guys. So thank you for joining me, and please, you have incentive to stay to the end of the video, or as long as you can, because you're not going to get a religion point of view or a new age point of view. Okay, this is, hello, non-polarized. This is universal. All are equal. Machiwa, holy ones, thank you for coming here. Do I have the wrong glasses? Yeah, I think I have the wrong glasses. I do. Machiwa. I want to be able to read your comments, of course. Chiwasu. Fallen angels, believe it or not, are also on Earth. They haven't come and gone. They're still here. Understand? Makoye. Mrs. Mystic in the house. Just want you to know I was here, but have to leave. Welcome, Holy One. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Machiwa. Indigo Wizard in the house. We got D. Henderson. Hello, everyone. Much positive vibes. Machiwa. Greetings from the UK, says Mia, UK. Much respect, sister. We got God is life, Holy One. All you need is love. Machiwa. The Fifth World. What's up, Holy One? JJ Love in the house. Que paso, Indigo? We got CNFZ 259 from Michigan. Much respect to Michigan. JJ Love. Yeah, everything's a sign. And I remember one time when I was traveling, which is not a cool sign to see when I was traveling, but I saw a dead raven. And that bothered the F out of me, man. But yeah, there was that kind of shit happening when I was a few years ago. So I had to go through that crap. It was a time of transformation in that time. Okay, now I'm going through a different transformation. And so a lot of us are. We're going through the spiritual awakening. We learn about these bad guys called the fallen angels and realize that we have to become aware of them. We have to, in order for them to, for their power over you to be relinquished, you're reclaiming yourself, your identity, and your principles, and the truth. You deserve the truth. You are the truth. You serve light and truth. That's what you intend. And so we demand it. We want it. We desire it. Where's truth? I only want truth. Okay? Because when it comes to fallen angels, you're not going to get the truth in religion, holy ones. Just realize we talk about that a lot. We're not going to go over that too much tonight, but realize that religion is actually a lie. It's a false creed. And it teaches you the opposite of the true God and the true Christ. Okay? All you have to do is just notice all the dark principles and ideas and values in religion, like fear and guilt and shame, subservience. Of course, there's blind worship, devaluing women. You guys are abusing the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. There's many things that are sickening about this race. So this is what is their perception of us, you know. This is anti-Christos, you guys. This is against God. They want to be God. And so they go around bullying and telling everyone, we're your God. And we're going to control you with fear, guilt, shame. Shame, guilt. So this is the creed of fallen angels, what we're talking about tonight. This is their principle. This is their calling card. What are the traits of a cowboy? You have some idea of what a cowboy is. What's the traits of an astronaut? You have another idea of what's an astronaut. A politician, a lawyer, a demon, a fallen angel, darkness, shadow. They want to kill, they want to control, they want to dominate. Hello, Bible. Fear, guilt, self-servience, and blind worship. You must worship. There's obedience. Or else you're going to get punished really horribly. Okay, so these are the traits of a fallen angel. Okay, Remember, a lawyer has got traits. A demon has traits. Hello, there's the fallen angel traits right up in your face. Those are fallen angelic traits, not a law of one light traits. We're about universal love, vatos, cosmic love, cosmic heritage, cosmic consciousness. You can say universal if you want to, cheat yourself. There's more than the universe. So we're learning these principles once again. We're learning this inside of us. As we go through the spiritual awakening, we're learning about the fallen angels, the real ones. Not from the lie, from the religion. You're not going to get it from science. You get it from, the guardian angelics. This is specifically, you would say, the Guardian Alliance. That's one of the first beings, the races that our teacher, Ashiana Dean, talks about. In the very beginning, she's talking about the Guardians. Her very first interview, I've seen it, was inside someone's house. She was doing workshops inside people's houses. And so, she was so young. She's so pretty, right? So, she changed a lot though, of course, but she's full of intelligence, man. She's so smart. She's so witty. I love her, man. She's awesome. And she makes me smile. So I've seen her in real life and I've seen her in the outer worlds. So we realize that we're part of this people. We're part of this creed. We're team light, homies. Okay, so we talk about the darkness because we're team light. We're guardians. Guardians learn about this stuff. Just like you go to, let's say you guys go to the military. I'm sure a lot of you went to the military. Well, you're taught about the bad guys. You're taught about the ones trying to harm you in your country or whatever. You're taught how to defend. You're taught how to guard and protect. We're guarding, protecting. Hello. You're called a guardian for a reason. We're here to represent light, straight up. It's not complicated. You're good, you're supposed to represent light. Well, I get that backwards. You're light, you're supposed to be good, you're supposed to be lawful, you're supposed to be orderly, in order. Not authority and hierarchy and all that elitism bullshit, false creed, no. Order as in the opposite of chaos. No order? Okay, so criminals will rule. Criminals are ruling because there is no law of one. There is the opposite creed on planet Earth. Not law of universal love and universal God and universal consciousness. No, some twisted, bizarre, dark, fallen, angelic, demonic teachings, if you want to call them, scripture or word, word of God, a word of fallen angelics. What's so funny is because they talk about fallen angels in their own book. See, they also want to remain secret. So that's why the dark illuminated ones operate in secret. So that's their power, to be secretive, to hide knowledge and hide information for themselves, because it's about control. Hey, when everyone loves each other and thinks that they're all one with God, there is no crime, there is no lawyers needed, or governments, or military, or ammunition, or weapons. What the F? And the law of one, peaceful. But you're going to have outside your planet threats. You're going to have inside your planet threats. You're going to have your own people can be a threat. So we're in a conscious awakening, and we're learning about the bad guys so they don't have power over you. When you become knowledgeable about something, you can now, it's like you have technology that has been proven to void that problem, take care of an issue, accomplish an objective. Technology is important. You're not meant to be a hippie and go into the nature and forget about technology. You guys, the guardians are super advanced. That's a distortion. You can find peace and relaxation there, but it's not meant to be permanent. We're not meant to be primitive. Understand? All the guardians are super hyper advanced technologies and spiritual and psychic. You don't just go and forget about all the advanced stuff and live primitive like cave people or some shit. No. You're in motherships, spaceships, advanced technologies, going through stargates and time traveling and going to other worlds and meeting other extraterrestrial races and even some of the metaterrestrial races. Realize it's galactic, homie. It's universal. It's cosmic. It's God. All of that is God. Even the fallen angels are God, a state, a frequency of God. You can't be outside of your creator. You are creator, you are unified, singular, experiencing in your mind many, in your consciousness, in your energy, in your spirit, you experience many. God experiences the many. All God's thoughts are us. We're the thoughts of God. We're the mind of God. We are God thinking. We're God. Law of one. All are one. All are this unici, singular, experiencing, perceiving a many inside here. And you think there's something wrong with multiple personalities? Hello, that's what God is. Multi-identities, multi-personalities for sure, multi-worlds, multi-people, all inside God's mighty omnipotence. We are that omnipotence. We are those thoughts. We are the forms of God. Now that's taking you into unity. Tonight's about fallen angels, but realize that is what these creations down here are thinking. They want to be above the creator. Hello, you're the creation of a creator. Hello, there is no distortion up there. God is perfect. God is at that level perfect, but it's all perfect. We don't see those standards. We don't see black and white or left or right or positive or negative or evil or good. Everything is God. How can you say a polarized statement like that? God is both. God is not wrong to be both. It doesn't say, hey, here's a license to go be wicked. What the F? Are you learning anything? We don't want to go to the path of chaos. That's what the fallen angels have chosen with their free will. And they did it. They've done it. They're in it. They use their free will, and now they're in phantom now. Not like a punishment, like an energy thing. A reverse energy thing creates a void. It's literally called a black hole. Vampires are consuming you. Fallen angels, demons. They need life force. Because in the phantom, there is no life force. It's the reverse of live. Spell live backwards. That's the opposite consciousness. That's the opposite principle. That's why it's literally called anti-Christos. You call it Christ, we call it Christos. The ancients call it Christos. Machiwa. Then you'll have some clowns, yes, like Jim Carrey, trying to confuse you on the definition of Christos. Are you really seriously trying to find this cosmic truth with Hollywood? Are you listening to what they're saying about some Christos oil? This message, this lie, this distortion, intentional, by the way. Remember, these are people in power and money and fame. They have the power to try to convince you. They're not convincing everyone, are they? Machiwa. So realize this bullshit from the fallen angels still in the house. Not this bullshit from the Bible, not this bullshit from Enoch either. Hello, you don't get truth from wicked ones. You're going to get complete farcity and lies. They create their illusions. Mokoya. They do it intentionally. They know what they're doing. The high-level dark avatars are very aware of what they're doing. Maybe down here, the little underlings are stupid, or you call stupid. Just realize they don't know the whole story. They are distorted. They are being manipulated and controlled like puppets. That's how that Templar works. That's how they stay in power, because they have more power than the ones below them. That's why the system is about elitism. That's why the system is about a pyramid. So the higher you go, the more power you have. So it's about taking each other out, taking your competitor out, being better, being a better mass murderer, being a better wicked. What's the guy from Austin Powers? So you want to be Mr. Doom, Dr. Evil. You want to be the worst shark, the biggest shark, the biggest dog, the biggest tick, vampire. They're anti-life. That is the path of chaos. Okay? And we defend against that. Against these fallen ones. And let's not realize what they really are. Okay? We use the words angels, but realize they're fallen. They're extraterrestrials that are malevolent. You don't want to call it evil? Because the Guardians don't say good or evil? Okay, call it negative, if that does it for you. If negative does it for you, I still use the word evil, but I leave that disclaimer that the Guardians don't normally say that. Just so you know, it's a Fabian thing. So these evil, malevolent extraterrestrials, they're the fallen angels. They're the liars. They're the scammers. If you believe in Enoch, you're being duped. You believe in Thoth, you're being duped. Archangel Michael, duped. Jehovah, Yahweh, duped. Any creator god that you want to name out of all these gods, they're not gods, Vatos. They're freaking aliens. Malevolent aliens, aka fallen angels. Creeds of fear. Of course a wicked person is going to control you with fear. Of course a dark being is going to put you in subservience. Of course a wicked alien is going to demand subservience. You're going to have authority. You're going to have sacrifice. You're going to have slaughtering of people. This is what's up, homies? Not divine and holy and good, but sick, depraved, wicked. You want to serve these principalities? Look what path you're on. Look what the path you're on. It's the path of unconscious oblivion. The path where you lose your identity. That's the path of chaos, homie. Oh, you got power until some shark kills you. Some other monster takes you out. takes your power until you die. Well, guess what? What happens after you die? You go into a lesser state, a smaller body, a smaller consciousness, a smaller DNA. You lose another strand. You lost another strand. You're losing another strand. Wow, finally you go back to unconscious oblivion. You don't have nothing left, Vato. You self-destruct. Out of Ashiana's mouth, you will get oblivion. You go into oblivion, you go back to God. Space dust, as she lovingly calls it. You return to space dust, your return is called recycle. You know how you put your garbage out and your recycles? Well, you take fallen consciousness and recycle it. Nothing dies, homie. Nothing really dies. Your body deteriorates and starts to smell real horrible. That's why they bury you and shit. And then, but you're not dead. You weren't the body. Nothing dies. Everything transmutes. Becomes one particle, you say, and becomes another. There's either self-destructing or expansion of life. Which one are you? Are you following the false creeds? Are you following the religion? An angry God? Are you worshiping these dark entities? Well, okay. So we're awakening to that shit. At least some of us are dismissing, cleansing, making changes, transformations, changes, literal. That's what spiritual awakening is. You make changes. You want to make changes. You in your religion, in your relationships, in your conversations, in your values. Yeah. Because these fallen angels that we're talking about tonight are deeply, deeply involved in your reality. They are beings of control and power, and you're sitting there and doing jack shit. We're priests of light, and we learn tools to guard against this wickedness. And if you're not doing, again, jack shit, you're not learning how to protect yourself in religion. Oh, pray to Jesus, pray to God, huh? We talk about Jeshua, and we talked about God, just from a different point of view, from a different heritage, from a different DNA, from a different consciousness, not the one represented in this. What is that? What is Jehovah? God, Lord, Lord God. What is this? Yahweh. Well, it's a fallen angel. Specifically, they're from planet Sirius A, called the Jehovanians. Jehovanians. That's who you worship. Malevolent extraterrestrials in another dimension on another planet. They come and bring their wickedness and demand sacrifice and obedience, or else you'll be cursed into some horrible state of torture, apparently. Forever, not just time out, man. Because of some woman who ate an apple, apparently. Because you're not following Yahweh's commandments. Dang, that's a brutal being. That's a conqueror. That's a, what do you call those people in power? You know, who they're called dictators. Rule with the iron fist, a war god. Keep you in order or take you out. This is who these fallen angels are. So your definition needs to be redefined, because our definition has been coming from religion. Okay? Our definition of angel needs to be updated. It's obsolete. Your idea of angel, what? No, honey. the concept of an angel, first you have to understand the multidimensional reality, then you have to understand density matter, because an angel is another density matter. Not carbon matter and physical. You can't see through this. Damn, it's so dense. It's so dense here. It's dense. Why is it so dense here? You can't put my hand through nothing. You go to higher density, that means less atoms. That means you can put your hand through this ghost-like being. Okay, so that right there, you're not taught that in religion. You see this Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci paintings of angels and shit. This is your concept, but it's a distortion. These are not what angels are, honey. They're like ghost-like beings because they're in a higher density. That means less atoms, less physicality, less density. You think you're more real, and something like that is a fantasy or figment or not real because that doesn't have a hard physical body. You got it backwards. Having a hard physical reality means you're the lowest level. And if angels, holy beings, are coming from other realities, that must be higher heavenly realms. Less dense. Carbon? No. Carbon crystal. And then they become something greater in another density matter where they're even less dense. Hardly a body at all. Hardly any atoms at all. As a matter of fact, you'll hear Ashana speaking in several workshops that after the seventh dimension, which is your crown, after the crown, you go to the eighth dimension. Hello, you don't have a body anymore. You're crystal silicate beings. You're made of this crystalline matrix. We're beautiful. Our race is beautiful at that level. It's called the etheric realm, the etheric density matter. Also crystal silicate matter. The crystal matrix, the silicate matrix. So that's not even the highest level. And by the way, those beings, those etheric beings, no body like us anymore, that is archangels. So we got humans, and then we got angels, and then we got archangels. Now it's specifically, there's astral beings, and then there's archetypes. There's a being called archetype, and then there's a celestial angel. So the angels don't really start until dimension 6. Humans are in dimension 3. You have 3 strands, they have 6 strands. Get it? An archangel has 7 strands, or 8 or 9. Now we're talking about archangels and angels because some of them are dark. Now maybe they are in the 9th dimension and serving Antichrist, Christos. Well, they are falling though. Like I said, when they die, they're going to go one strand less. Just realize that they're in the process of self-destruction. It's the path of chaos. They obtain power. They're powerful beings. They're gaining and taking and stealing power. They're masters. They're kings. They're emperors. They're lords. They're gods of stealing power. They're excellent. They got to their power by hoarding more than they use. They're these giant fat ticks because they've been hoarding and hoarding. You know, those chipmunks who stuff their cheeks like, what the F, man? Why do you need so much food? You see, you don't need to be pimped out like that. Sorry. I was just seeing that visual. I used to have hamsters. My hamsters, that was when I was a teenager. He would put all his seeds and his cheek get bigger. And I had the teddy bear hamsters, you know, the big fluffy ones and stuff. Damn, dude, vato, slow down. The dark avatars, man, they've been killing and murdering and sacrificing so much life. They're experts at that shit. They got that shit down, man. The fallen angels ain't schmucks. They've actually conquered us in certain territories. We're not winning all the time. You got this idea that it's all about some mighty God, but hello, we're dealing with lower aspects of God, actually, for a while, before you get to the whole divine guardian levels. Where there's a lot of dark kingdoms, fallen angelic kingdoms that you go through as well. I mean, they're going to be up in your face in every dimension until the 11th dimension. That's the final level of the wick darkness. Until you get to the 12th, which is the Christos, and then there's only good, light. There is no distortion at that level. It happened in 11D and below. So that's where these beings are coming from. The fallen angels are coming actually from the 11th dimension. Know that they're avatars. Avatars are density 4. So density 1 is dimensions 1, 2, 3. Density 2, crystal carbon, is dimensions 4, 5, 6. Etheric matter, dimensions 7, 8, 9. The one that we're talking about, the dark avatars, 10, 11, and 12. Since there's nothing dark in 12, that means they're in 11 and 10. 11 is Anunnaki, and 10 dimension is the reptilians. The Anunnaki are 1 dimension higher than them. So, but they're both dark avatars. And they're both anti-Christos. They're both fallen consciousness. Conquering, dominating. It's about consuming life force, consuming life. They're opposite of living. Just realize that when you're like this, when you're parasitic, when you're vampiric, when you're a narcissist, when you're a freaking psychopath, that's what you're doing to the world and to people around you, your relationships, all that. To yourself. You get to live in a vampiric lifestyle. How's that going for you? Fallen angel, demon. Excuse me. Now, you guys, do me a favor. Go to Google and look up an image search, demon. Go see what a demon looks like. Just put demon in image search, okay? Now, do a second search. And instead of put demon, I want you to put the word reptilian. So look at the pictures of demons and then look at the pictures of reptilians. Hello. These are fallen angels. They're not pretty. They're very scary looking. They are scary beings. There's a reason why you're scared of spiders. There's a reason why you're scared of gray aliens. Or some giant, and I do mean giant and muscular reptilian being with wings and shit. They're not punks. They're not chumps. They kick our asses sometimes. They kill us sometimes. It's not about fear. What I'm saying is you don't think that you're more powerful than them when you're down here in this shit level with them in their dominion. This earth is in their dominion. We're in the fallen angelic dominion. Look at your power structures. Look at the most powerful people. Hello. You have wars. You still have people starving to death. You have still people aging and dying. You have still people killing each other, stealing from each other. What? You have no discernment. You have no accountability. You're not even counting that, oh wow, I think he's right. The fallen angels are in power. Darkness is in power. They're not punks. You go on this love, light, and clueless movement, you're so clueless to this set rap. You're in fallen angelic dominion and you're talking about this little prissy little strategy of yours. Sorry, honey, it ain't cutting it. We don't have to be a warrior, but we're active. engaging and defending and protecting against these fallen angelics. We're transmuting them, their energies. We're counterbalance. Without us, Earth is screwed, man. All of Earth. But with us, some humans are going to make it because of the indigos. We're not saviors. We're bringing it for them and offering it, and they don't take it. Most of them don't. Not because it's not truthful, because they're so lost, so distorted down here that they don't know better anymore. They don't remember anymore. Now they're just, and you know, the point of no return, when you're going across a yellow light, you can't stop now. Gravity is taking effect. Now you're suddenly being thrust down. You're going to go all the way down, honey, into that oblivion, self-destruction, while you're taking others with you, trying to, this is the what? This is the path. This is the thoughts. These are the actions of a fallen angel. And we're talking about, once again, multidimensional extraterrestrials. Aliens are real. Fallen angels are real. They're the same thing. They're malevolent. They're dark. They call themselves Luciferian. Not me or someone else. And it's not an earth thing. That's a lie again in the fallen angelic religions. Hello, Luciferian? They don't want you to know the ET component, the ET factor. Why do you think the people in power, the governments who are controlling the truth about UFOs, when they make contracts with them, the aliens, they have agreements with the aliens, but they telling you that the aliens don't exist. When some of us are abductees, contactees, psychic, perceive multi-dimensional experience and beings, bullshit. You call bullshit, Starseed, because you know better. You know that they're simply straight up MFing lying to you. Your governments, who's supposed to be the one controlling? The people are supposed to be, but you're not. You're being punked by a force, an external force, a quiet force, a shadow force. Hello, sound familiar like a shadow being, a dark being? You recognize him now. Wow. You know now that the darkness is all about the Bible being false creeds of fear and guilt. You recognize these trademarks. Now when you see it in a person, when you see it in a religion, when you see it show up in a conversation, hello, even a relationship, now you know you recognize them. Whoa, there's a sign. There's another sign. We learn about the fallen angels, so we see the signs. So we no longer are being punked by these demonic beings, wicked beings, not from our planet, invaders, conquerors. They have already, according to Ashana, the guardians are telling us, they have already defeated us in parallel Earth. That's part of who you are on that side. What? Now you have to go to a different timeline. You have issues even in inner Earth. They've taken over territories in inner Earth, you guys. These fallen angels are not schmucks. Love, light, and clueless movement. While you're being taken over. Oh, Chihuahua. We know and learn about these beings. It's on record. It's in your memories. It's in your DNA. We're going to bring that. We're going to learn that. We're healing that. What these fallen angels are doing to our planet and doing to our people, and you see that they're having victories here. That should be a little bit scary, intimidating. That should be a wake-up call, but it's not. You see tyranny and your freedoms and opportunities fading. You're getting sicker, and there's dark things being talked about. You don't have no discernment. People have no discernment down here. 3D people are in danger territory. Because we already know that the dragons, draconians, and the gray aliens, Zeta Reticuli, will take over humanity in the next level. So we know the future. If you stay on this timeline, you want to ascend, and many of you are. Some of you are learning these mechanics. You're learning about changing your whole consciousness to the law of one unity. That's a huge change in your life, you guys. If you recognize law of one, okay, as all are equal, all are God, of course, that's the universal principle. That's the law, universal law, the universal principle, not an earth thing. All are God, all are equal. Hello, what are you, Earth? Why are you doing? What are you doing, Earth? We're practicing some opposite creeds because we got punked by some fallen angels. Now we worship them as God. Yeah, of course. You worship these imposter gods. The Guardians call them creator gods for some reason. Even though they're not our creators, they say they are. We're your creator gods, worship us. You know why those Roman gods existed? Because you kept on worshiping them. If you stopped worshiping them, there would be no more Roman gods, no more Greek gods, no more Egyptian gods, because you don't give them power. That's how vampirism works. You feed them or stop feeding them. Then they can't feed. They got to go somewhere else, another planet, another people, another person. Don't become some vampire food. Don't become fallen angelic punk. Don't become the bitches of the fallen angels. That's what happens to you. You know, when you stay in this timeline or you go to that timeline, you're going to reincarnate into that hell over and over in lifetime after lifetime. You'll be stuck in extraterrestrial martial law, fallen angelic law, reptilian and gray alien law. And you know, when these beings are taking the holy angels, that's what you are. Most people have no idea what we really are. We're called angels. We're called Terahertz angelics. That's who our people are. The Terahertz. We're 12-strand Christed beings. Hello. All humans are avatars. We can leave the time matrix at will. What I'm saying is all humans have the avatar in their DNA. You learn principles of reversing of this fallen state. You're in a fallen state. Wake up. You're in 3D Earth. It's a fallen state. The guardians, the angels are coming back to Earth. Hello, Indigo. Hello, Starseed. We're angels from higher levels coming to warn you to take heed. These fallen angels are going to conquer you in this timeline. You're losing. And of course, other New Age systems are going to tell you we're just talking fear. You guys, we're not talking fear. See, there's that whole love, light, and clues movement. Are you with that movement? You learn about them because that's the reality and what we're in, and we're losing the battle. Hello? Oh, let me guess. You're one of the ones following Galactic Federation. You're one of the ones following the archangels and their hierarchy systems and their magic systems, right? Where do you, you know, you're preaching and you're damning. What is that actually doing? How are you progressing at all when you are judging people? Like, real, think about that. What are you gaining? Do you know that why you're doing it? It's vampirism, man. Judging someone, being angry at someone, wanting to hurt someone. This is vampiric energy, man. This is fallen angel creeds, man. You're the ones feeding those vampires. You are a vampire. You sit in your little churches and praying to some demonic, hateful God. What do you think you're serving? What do you think you are? It's a planet of freaking vampirism, man. You're being fed off of otherworldly beings. Fallen angels are real, and they got you. They tricked you to worship them. You're feeding them your children too. Your children are worshiping all the Marvel heroes. They're gods. You're worshiping the Roman gods again, the Greek gods again. They're just renamed. They changed the picture. They changed the terminology because you forgot. Well, some of us haven't. Some of us have awakened our Kochiwa. Akashic records, homie. Some of us do remember. Some of us do see. And your judgment, we call you out. We point at your distortion. Makaya, we transmute it. We are the true Christ, Christos, returning, exposing the fake light, exposing the fallen angelic legions. We shine against that. Kwachiwa. We are the light. We are the guard. We are the principle, the original intention of God. That's the code that we stand behind. And realize that fallen angels only go up to the 11th dimension. They're stuck there. They can't go higher than there because that's not the original intention of God. You're in some distortion, stuck in this phantom world. You can change, but you're not going to, apparently. All of you serving lords and gods. Notice that you have a pretty freaking negative spirituality. You're judging people, man. You're cursing people. You learn how to curse. You're a black magician. MFer. You ain't no freaking spiritual person. Far from it. You're worshiping Baphomet. Oh, I saw this interesting video of Baphomet. Some person jumped like 8 feet tall, the costume was, inside a library with children. And the children were being taught Wiccan. And they had Ouija boards and they had rituals working. What the shit? You want not to be human? You want to change human? You want to have transhuman? Hello? What do you think that shit is? What's tonight's topic? Fallen angel vatos. They hate human. They don't want human. They will distort human. Now you're some creature that was part human once. Now you forgot God, you forgot yourself, you forgot goodness, love. Now what are you, creature? A golem and down in the darkness, in the dirt? You want to go live with no technology? You want to go and be primitive, huh? Machiwa. You guys, we're living in these hyper-evolved states of being. If you think it's just, I guess you have no idea. Yes. Some people can't even meditate. Some people can't close their eyes and open this eye. So they're too busy sending anger at someone. They're too busy being all these negative traits in their beliefs, in their thoughts. Meditate and go within, or I guess not. Learn about fallen angels, or I guess not. Not from religion point of view, that's your enemy. That's your polarized consciousness. The opposite message of what you really want. You want the Christos message, not something against the Christos. Their own teachings expose them, but not if you're all fooled. If everyone's tricked by it, then no one's checking it. No one notices it. Now you're all in it. You know, especially when you're brought to church, you're dragged to church when you're a little kid. You had no free will then. Your parents don't give you free will. So you are there stuck in some religion now. By the time you become an adult, at least some of us don't go through that. But we're like believing in some religion that happens to be simply because we were born in a certain part of the world. No other reason. Because our family and parents were believing. Now we're automatically believing. That is not a reason. That's not a conscious awareness. Become consciously aware that you're believing in your religion because you were dragged into it. And did it have a conscious decision? Because you just blindly are accepting? Hello, that is a slavery system. Why is it a sin to God to go somewhere else to get information? See, that is a tyranny. That is a control system. That is a vampire system. The actual law of one, Guardian Creed, you can do whatever you want. There is no laws. There is no dogmas. You don't have to believe in God or that you're God or anything. There's no punishment. You're not. If you're doing something horrible to people, there's going to be guardians and protectors in your face. There is no chaos in our cities, in our spiritual temples. We don't have chaos and antichristic creeds. These beings came to us in Atlantis. These fallen angels. This Jehovah Yahweh of yours is not recent. Your Yahweh is a real beings, a race of beings. They're real, but much more ancient than what you're thinking. Before Jerusalem, before Sumeria. What was before Sumeria, honey? According to your history, jack shit. According to the Guardian history, there was Atlantis. There was, don't forget ancient Egypt, which is part of Atlantis. Don't forget about Lemuria. What about Polaris or Hyperborea? How about Antara? How about Gaia? You lived all, this is not talked about in that. You don't know jack shit about your reality or your true identity. Instead, the fallen angel wants you to be ignorant, wants you to be a servant, a slave, wants you to be controlled and disempowered. Don't use your psychic powers. It's a sin to God. It's a sin to Jehovah. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to do this and this and this. And you must do this, this, and this. There is rules. There is law. Law and word of God. You must do what Lord says. You must be commanded. You're commanded to do this. This is fallen angel, guys. This is the beings called Anunnaki, or they're called Omicron Draconians, the Anu Elohim, and the dragon moths. You call the Draconians, and then they create a human hybrid called Nephilim. They create a hybrid called Dracos. There's all kinds of human hybrids. So we're enslaved by these aliens, and now we're worshiping the aliens as gods, as the mighty creator, Lord, master, angry God. What are we doing? Remove your power from these fallen angels and embrace your true inner Christ, holy ones. You are following a false black hole phantom system, and you see it, it's black and white. This is dark principles. That's fallen consciousness. We don't want to fall into this system. You want to stop being in the recycling. You just keep feeding these beings. You stay here, holy ones. Stay here in earth and keep feeding the beast system. Don't leave. Don't ascend. No, now you have no idea what is ascension. Now you're just stuck in, you have no idea, because when you reincarnate, you don't remember jack shit. You don't remember your past lives, future lives, simultaneous lives. Because you wake up, you don't know jack shit. There's some block in your memory. Why? How come? One of the things you may not realize is we're not from Earth. And when you usually die, you go to your morphogenic field of your planet. Well, we're not from Earth, honey. This is not our morph field. So we have to have a surrogate morph field. It used to be something called the sphere of Amente. Not anymore. The Mente is now been dismissed. Realize you don't go back to ascend through that system. But that's just still historical, and we can still talk about it and learn from that. We have a surrogate morph field, or we don't. And if you don't have a surrogate morph field, you are stuck in the planet that you're died on over and over and over. You can't go nowhere. That's why this is a freaking rescue mission. That's why we have to have technology and help from guardians to set up another system to ascend. And so we are learning through that through the guardian materials. This is the most advanced spiritual ascension knowledge on the planet. And you're going to hear a bunch of fallen angelics coming out from the woodwork, like Galactic Federation. And this is to trick you in the archangel systems, Enochian magic, Thoth magic, whatever. These are all false, fallen angelic systems. They're not principles of law of one. You have an authoritative God. You have, check your God. Most likely, your patriarchal God is macho, sexist, and he's brutal and angry and fearsome. Check. Oh yeah, you're right. My God is very angry, and yes, there's punishment, and yes, there's dark magic involved. Cursing people and murdering people, that's dark magic, vatos. That's what Lord Yahweh, Jehovah does. Murders and judges and imprisons you into cursed places of torture and agony forever. So, that is what humans are dealing with. They're being successful and making you fall like your creator. They're not your creator. The Anunnaki did not create you. Neither blacks or Latinos. It's bullshit being taught to you in books and videos by the chosen one, little puppets. Your new age false prophets teaching you brothers from space, we love you, but you must follow this and do that and this and oh yeah. Just look at what they teach in their spiritual beliefs. That's all you gotta do. Don't listen to all the other bullshit until you find out what their beliefs and creeds are. Find out what Inky's creed is. Find out what Enlil's creed, Marduk's creed. Find out what Jehovah's creed. The guardians tell you the creeds. Each one has different, you would say, other alien races that they get along with and they cooperate with. They have these, you know how you have federations? Like the Galactic Federations, well, you have federations, you have confederations, you have unions, you have what? So you have different organizations. And so these fallen angels have their own organizations so that they are leagues with other dark fallen angels. So they get along and they do dark shit together. So you don't learn all that stuff from Jehovah Bible. Sorry. You just know about there's a fallen angel race, and then you go to the lake of fire or heaven. That's all you know. You don't know that there's many types of angels, many races of different angels. Not just one race, but many. Inky is one fallen angelic race. Not a person, not a boy, it's a collective. So is Enlil, it's a collective. You're taught this simplified idea that it's a person, a being that is a king or a lord. But it's bullshit. The creator God concept is bullshit. They're liars. They're just conquerors from other worlds, other dimensions. They know how to use stargates. They know these advanced technologies. You don't know jack shit. Because why? Because you're in a fallen angelic system. You don't get knowledge here. You don't get freedom here. You don't get opportunity in those kind of systems. So we have to expand our consciousness, go beyond the DNA blocks, learn how to bioregenerate your Templar. That's what Ashiana teaches you. That's what the Guardian information teaches you. I am simply a gateway to her work. I'm not making money. She probably doesn't even know who I am. I'm simply sending people to her all the time. Finding the information is what you need to do. We need to be like Jedi, training full time. It's no part-time bullshit anymore, guys. We have to be serious as priests of light. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but we need to be speaking our truth to people around us. Doesn't mean you have to go on social media, but you could reach more people that way. But it doesn't mean you have to be some great teacher or nothing. You just have to get used to speaking Christos knowledge. Being knowledgeable about the Christos. Know Voyagers inside and out. Know these workshops inside and out. Know what Cathara technology is and Kalondic science technology. And if you have discernment, you can check out Tantra Ahura teachings if you want to. So there's lots of teachings. There's also a giant series of teachings called sliders. Sliders, yeah, slide. Do you know how to slide? Well, you can learn in several progressive Master Templar workshops. Because it ain't for no basers, for little people doing part-time shit. It takes a lifetime, man, to learn this master. It's a master series, not simplified, not dumbed down in the dumb series. What do they call it? The dumber's guide, the dummy's guide. So you have to actually be training Jedi. You have to actually be working your code and speaking your true word of God, what the divine is really speaking and saying. That's what we are. And we're doing that. We're coming together, holy ones. You found your family. We are awakening and activating our freaking abilities, our awarenesses. You see the guardians. It's not a joke. A lot of you have different perceptions and abilities. And we're always evolving, you guys. We're not done evolving. We got more stuff to learn. We got more stuff to turn on. We have more to realize and activate. Okay? More healing to do. More code to drop on earth. We're part of this ascension. Are you doing it? Are you raising the vibe with the energy around you? You should be like this Master Templar. We're Master Templars, you guys. You learn the Master Templar because you are a Master Templar. We're learning the way archangels do it. Avatars do it. We are avatars. We are these holy ones. We are blessed. You're never alone. You have a whole troop behind you. You have a whole people, honey. You have a personal Christos. You're not just a single unimportant person. You're a whole collective, a whole race in another realities, many realities at once, simultaneously glorious, a magnificent creation you are. And you will have witness to that. You will experience that, holy ones, when you follow these teachings and turn yourself into a law of one being. That's going to do amazing miracles. Just to get that inside your understanding that all are God, even the fallen angels are God. When you get to that understanding, you are going to be very knowledgeable. You'll start to get this advanced information. If you're still having trouble, how can a mass murderer be God? Deep breath. All are God. Even mass murderers, serial killers, whatever you want to call them, dictators like Stalin and Hitler, and we have these horrible things that have happened in World War II and crap. World War I, okay? There's been horrible things. It's all God. Okay? Realize that to understand it, you really need to know the levels, the spectrum of density, and realize that these are hologram fields. A hologram field, it's possible for part of God's consciousness to come down, project itself into a hologram field, one of many. This is our hologram field, being run by Melchizedek's. That's the name of our ascended masters coming in to build this system. It is the ascended masters populating every single particle unit, which is an ultra micro particle. Every tiniest particle in existence is alive and being projected by an ascended master. You can imagine they must be able to project multiple consciousness at once, of course. So these beings are projecting their code into the hologram field. Now that code hits the hologram field like a prism, and it turns into a spectrum. This mighty ascended master goes into the hologram. What does a hologram do? It fractals it. Now that being is not just one being, it's a 15-dimensional consciousness. It's 14-dimensional consciousness. It's 13-dimensional consciousness. It's 12. It's 11. It's 10. And in all of these dimensions, it's many lives that you live in each one. You're living many lives in the third dimension. You're going to live many lives in the fourth dimension. You're going to live many lives in the fifth, the sixth, seventh, all the way up. God projects, Ascended Master God projects itself into a spectrum. And remember, a spectrum goes into levels. So you keep going down and down the spectrum, it's worse and worse, you would say, distortion of the original. You don't recognize the original anymore down here. You don't see this glorious godlike being anymore. We're like, what? So, but we have this awareness, it's inside of, we all can be multidimensional. We are multidimensional. What I meant is we can all become aware of that within us. That yes, well, I am many. I am a many. And you can connect to some of those. Some of them can connect to you. And they probably already have. And you probably already have. I know some of you are going through these amazing experiences. So the fallen angels are our brothers, our sisters. Okay? We don't hate them. We don't have the creed of hate. We don't have that luxury. It's not like we sit around here wanting to be loving all the time either. It's not easy always being loving, right? But this is the distorted level. It's not easy because it's very, very heavy, dense, and even dangerous consciousness down here. So we become masters at being able to survive down here and transmute. We can transmute and even know how to protect ourselves against these fallen angels and make ourselves safe and protected. Make ourselves blessed so they can't even come into our fields. that would burn the shit out of them if they came into some divine, sacred field aura that's got some 12D current in it. See what I'm saying? You get to a certain point where you're like, I wouldn't say untouchable, but you're like in a very safe space. And you can see your enemies coming from a long, long way. Not like they can surprise you or get to you within moments, where you have so much protection and guardianship, where you have layers of it, and you will know long before they get to you. Kind of like those rich assholes who got these private rooms that are made of steel or some shit, where if a burglar comes into your house, you get into your safe room, they can't get to you. That's the principle, right? Eventually, you know, it was a movie with Jodie Foster, for example, and they still got inside the room, right? And remember this movie Limitless? This guy was super intelligent, but the bad guy still got inside his house. Of course, he was doing that blue shit too, right? I love you, Holy Batos. Yeah. Marco, yeah. In the house, homies. We at STI commentary. 111. Ashley in the house. Sylvia Cole in the house. 12 aspects lay inside. That's right, Holy One. You get those memories back. As we awaken ourselves, we get the memory back. You see it. It's not a faith or a hope or a belief. It's a knowing. Yeah, you can love your enemies. And we don't really call them enemies because we know they're our brothers and sisters, but they will consider and treat us like an enemy. And we just, you know, sometimes we're talking to people who are very 3D, so we would use the word enemy, but amongst guardians, you know, we don't call the Anunnaki enemies, but because we know them as God, just a little bit lost and confused, and but according to the Emerald Covenant, okay, which all life is under the Emerald Covenant in our time matrix. The Emerald Covenant promises that all life will return back to Source God. So that means that even all these so-called dark beings are going to someday return back like a singularity event. That's a promise of the Emerald Covenant. You can look that up in the teachings if you want. I forgot where it is exactly, but it might be in Voyagers too. I'm not sure, because that book has a lot of stuff in it. She put a lot of free stuff in there, stuff that's from her future, from some of the expensive workshops. You guys do know all those free videos you're watching? Those were very expensive workshops to attend and travel to. And it's not like they all have books. You either watched the videos or you didn't. Some of them don't have any books. You have to rely on the video. Well, the information is out there, and it's very special knowledge. This is the innerchristos, the freedom teachings, Kalantic science, Kathara sliders, and for some, Tantria Hura. And so we are, let's say if you're learning a bunch of stuff at the same time, like a bunch of different spiritual systems, well, you're gonna find out that this spiritual system is way more ahead of any of the New Age shit. I mean, this stuff is so. I guess you could say it doesn't need to convince you. It just has a. If you've gone through enough of the material, you see the breadth of it, the magnificence of it. Emil, I mean, this stuff talks about the universe and reality and our science and the gods and the angels and the avatars, and damn, freaking out about the Merkaba field and all about the Kundalini energy, the the Maharata energy, the Kirashe, the Kundare. Okay, we're learning about all the angelic races, all the fallen angelic races. We know where planets they're from. We know their agendas, what creeds they're part of. That's why when I come out with all the history, you're going to be learning how they changed our religions, not just one religion like Christianity. You're going to learn how they twisted the Mormons, how they twisted the all of the different religions, the major religions. And you will hear about Atlantis and the 3 main islands and the 3 main kingdoms and the agendas of each kingdom, and how the Anunnaki were sneaking in and taking over, and just like they're doing now. They did it before, they're doing it in parallel, inner earth, they're doing it here. Shit, man. And I know there's been wars in Gaia. That's why we call it enemy lines, because we're behind. We're not on a planet that's law of one. It's a falling planet. It's not phantom yet, but it's on its way to be phantom. When the ascension cycle is done, part of Earth will go into phantom. It's not scare tactic. This is simply the physics of time matrix. Some consciousness does not ascend because of free will. If you have free will, some consciousness will choose to return to God through the chaos. Some consciousness will return to God through order. Chaos or order, you're still going to God. Dark beings return to source God too. They become space dust and get recycled. I forgot what page number that is in Voyagers 2, but it's in there. So we're learning that. Just keep repeating history, man. We need some badass avatars on Earth to activate. We need some of you guys, some of us indigos, to truly get our higher strands awakened, activated. I'm talking crown and thymus and thalamus and even the galactics and the universal levels of ourselves. And I will just tell you from my point of view again, this is not the Christos, this is not Ashiana saying this, this is just me. I believe that there's something very sacred with this medicine, mushroom, and you put it on your salad if you want to. And so this will multiply your teachings and your understandings. This will accelerate you beyond your peers. You'll become super intelligent. You will be able to visualize, lucid dream, develop your psychic powers. And still do Christos knowledge and techniques. I'm saying don't replace it. I'm saying do both together. You will be a freaking Jedi for sure. Someone who's going in the freaking dimensions and seeing these beings who can feel current with their body and their hands and feel the energies of the things around them and of other people. We're supposed to be like this, man. It's not supposed to be paranormal or supernatural. It's supposed to be natural and normal. But we got so much distortion down here, and people trying to, beings from other worlds trying to control us and keep truth from us, keep our history and memory from us. We're just little, just being punked and puppeted, and our strings are being pulled, and it's a slavery system. You're being parasite. the parasite is feeding on you. You don't know it. And your planet and your every life force. I mean, all the kingdoms are being, put down into this disempowered state. It's suffering. Got this religion like Buddhism teaching you must suffer, huh? It's suffering. What? So you don't need to suffer, asshole. You're supposed to be in bliss and joy and peace, not suffering and sadness and depression. False creeds, with the F. See, you guys will see false creeds in earth. Now you're recognizing it. You're learning the Christos, not the Christ from religion, the Christos from the guardian angelics and remember they're aliens and extraterrestrials, multidimensionals. The avatars are beyond avatars, they're metaterrestrials. Like Holy Elohai, Blue Flame, metaterrestrial. They go beyond planets. There's no more planets up there. They're just these collectives, eternal. They never die. They're the eternal life up there. They don't leave the time matrix. They stay there. They're representing the consciousness that's keeping the system running. But every avatar, every being who becomes a 12th dimensional avatar can leave if they want to. You don't have to be down and do service down here or do any experiences down here. You can go back to the eternal kingdoms of God, we call them the primal light fields, the Kundalini, the Unisai, but we know not everybody understands all that stuff, but some of you are learning, and I think that's so awesome, you guys. We need to learn and speak it, understand it, and share it with people. Yes, we are creators. Daphne B. Oh, you just got here? You missed a lot, Holy One. Sorry, I can't say that in a synopsis. James Fraser in the house. Anyways, the video is always here. You guys can always watch it later. Catch up. The closest science down here, one of the closest sciences down here is quantum physics. At least they get the idea that it's not all solid. Jenny Medley in the house. Well, Ashley makes a good comment. So it keeps changing. My screen keeps changing. I have an issue with feeling that I have to suffer. I'm trying to feel worthy and seeing I am worthy cause I am. And you guys, that's some type of programming that could be coming from your family, your parents. Someone who has had care over you, like a teacher or even an employer or even a mate. Someone who was programming you, telling you you're not worthy, putting you down, making someone, that is a vampire, that's a narcissist. Maybe we didn't always understand what those things were, but now we have words for them. Okay, these are energy vampires, and they're not aware of it themselves most of the time. Most of the time, they're just in the routine of doing it. Like a criminal, a thief, whatever, who does it all the time, but they're not even conscious of it all the time. They're just used to serving those patterns and those lower conscious urges. That's your first strand, second strand, third strand. If that's the limit of, you're not limited. That's what I'm saying. There's more of you. Come on. Aim higher than this. Because 3D is not impressive, you guys. It gives us our mind and our ego, our reasoning, but we need to go beyond the ego, beyond the reasoning. Go into the astral, go into the archetype, go into the celestial, angelic. You are these levels. And like she said, we're being trained by religion to and belief systems, spiritual beliefs that we must suffer. It's bullshit. We have to dismiss that thought and meditate on the law of one and see if you resonate with the law of one, that all are God, all are equal. And it's explained how we're all God. You get to learn the whole structure of the time matrix. It sounds like physics. It's maybe not interesting to some of you, but to me it was very interesting to learn about all the density and dimensions and explanations of how it works and how we're experiencing this simulation of this hologram. At the end of the day, it's a hologram. There is no real drama, really. I mean, it doesn't make it insignificant that it's a hologram. Actually, I don't want to put that thought there, but just realize that it doesn't make it insignificant. It's just, and it doesn't make it less painful. That it's an illusion, that it's not really happening, or it is really happening. Just the illusion of it is happening, but you gain the memory of it. Your DNA changes because of it. There is real changes happening to your consciousness while you're here. So it is a simulation. It's a program to learn, a soul learning, a God learning about itself. This is how creation happens. Creation is happening through us. Creation is developing itself. We, as a individual, as a people, as a planet, as a star, sun, as a galaxy, as a universe, as a cosmos, it's all learning in the now. It's one giant single entity learning now. It's pretty freaking magnificent. God is great, man. So these fallen angels are the highest level aliens. So remember, the extraterrestrials go up to the 12th dimension. Those are all extraterrestrials. So that includes the 11th dimensional fallen angels, which are the necromatons and the omicrons and the adetacrons. Wait, no. I made a mistake. Those are in 10th dimension. The reptilians are in 10th dimension. Anu Elohim and Anunnaki, those fallen angels are 11th dimension. They're the 11D dark avatars, and the necromatons are dark avatars, 11D dark avatars. So the beetle people are just as powerful as the Anunnaki, if not more. We just don't talk about them much because a lot of the ancient darkness has been coming from these two main races, which is the Anunnaki and the reptiles. But the necromatons have done a lot of modern, recent shit. So they're later on the game, but they're still a very huge, big adversary, even against the other two competitors. So there's like three main factions or competitors. We got Anunnaki, Draconian, and Anu Draconian. That means they're part Anunnaki and Draconian. That's what these three factions are. Of course, you're going to have a bunch of aliens who don't like us, but the main systems, the main fallen angels, are these legions. So you would say, remember, there's three solar rishi you would say collectives, founder race collectives. There's three founder race collectives. The blue flame, holy Elohai, Elohim. The gold flame, seraphim. Now those two, the blue flame and the gold flame, that's where you're getting your fallen angels from. Anunnaki, reptilians, draconians. Okay, but you have something called the violet flame, Brahmarama. They're not really talked about much as being dark and negative. It's between these two bullies. So, but it's not 100% good, because we do have distortions in the Great Right Brotherhood, which is the violet flame, and that Saint Germain New Age bullshit, you're gonna get some false teachings. But there's not really fallen races of violet flame, really. So it's mostly a lot of fallen angels coming from the gold flame, and mostly the gold flame, because they have several races that have fallen. They have Odedicron and Omicron fall, and the Omicron are the ones who create the dragons, excuse me. And then, so they got the insectoids that are fallen too. That's why there's a lot of them, the dragons, draconians. So anyways, it's all complex. It's a big topic when you talk about the Anunnaki and fallen angels and demons and shit. It's basically aliens that are malevolent and dark, who want to dominate and control, some of them are phantom and disconnected literally from spiritual energy, from their life force energy, from God, because they chose that path. But this all happened between a war between the Anunnaki and the Omicron dragon moths. There was two horrible things that happened. Two planets got destroyed, and the Stargate 12 was destroyed. The Stargate 12 was recreated. That was the Anu Elohim who did that. They destroyed our planet, Armatena, because it had the Stargate 12 on it that they needed to take out, which affected, since this is a universal Stargate, there's only 12 of them, and they took out the highest level Stargate. They did that from Dimension 11, by the way. They reversed the code from their gate and then it destroyed the Stargate of 12, which seems like a security issue to me, but anyways, that's what happened in the history. The Anunnaki and the Omicron started fighting. These are the first fallen angels, and they're still doing it. From 250 billion years ago, that's when this started. 250 billion years ago, they weren't called the Anunnaki yet. They're called the Anu Elohim, which is notice the first name, Anu. It's actually pronounced Anu. So the Anu Elohim, but the Guardians call it, people associate Anu really with Anu, but just remember the Guardians tell you the original name of these people is Anu. So I like details. I like that. I like accuracy. So I just want you guys to be aware of that the Anu is what people find in Google. In reality, the race is called Anu. So Anu changed their own name to Anu Elohim. So the Elohim are the fallen Elohai, blue flame, and they are the first fallen angels that blew up planet Armatena and Stargate 6, which the Guardians took 1,000,000 years to repair the Stargate. That gave the Draconians, or they weren't called Draconians yet either, they were called the Omicron. They were reigning supreme. They were conquering planets and systems and people when they destroyed the Stargate SG-12. What does that do? Well, it cut off. This was called the original sin, not something from the Bible. The original sin is not even related to Earth. The original sin, known universally as the original sin, was when this happened, when the Anunnaki literally destroyed a planet and Stargate 12, and it changed the DNA from that point on. It changed and made a separation, like they fell into the phantom universe. Has to do with falling, literally falling in your DNA, because they cut the 12 strand off. Now you're going into a negative reversed consciousness. And so it created like a separate system. You got a separate time matrix called the phantom matrix, created from this original sin of destroying a whole planet, the Guardians planet, the Christos planet, our planet. They destroyed SG-12 and cut themselves off from the avatars. Now, I mean, from the Rishi. The Rishi can no longer incarnate into the Anu Elohim. Now, the Anu Elohim created the Anunnaki as an avenger race, because we created the Guardians. The great Guardians created a Guardian race. The founders created a Guardians called the Indigo Children. The Indigo Children were created to be Guardians because of what happened to this original sin, which affected all life, man. It was horrible, horrible, horrible thing for them to do. It didn't just affect them and make them separate from the holy Rishi. That was what they wanted. That's why they did it. But it also affected all beings who were once 12-strand. They got stuck down here. No beings could come down here. No beings could leave up to 12D. We were cut off from it because the literal DNA of SG, a universal Stargate, was cut off. There's only 12 of them, and they took out the highest one. It affects DNA of all life that had a 12-strand. It stops all life from going beyond a 12-strand. We were stuck. We are stuck. We got stuck. So these angels are the ones who did this. These fallen angels, they're ancient. They did this 250 billion years ago before humans were made. Humans were only made 560 years ago. 560 million years ago. Million, not billion. So we're new kids on the block compared to the freaking races that started this whole... The fallen angels are older than us. A lot older than us. But we're very important because we're representing the Lyrans, Anuhazi, who are down on density 1. We're the Lyrans down here. Wow. But we don't look like cat people anymore. But we have a lot less strands than the Anuhazi, right? So, yeah, it's not even our war, it's an Elohim war, an El. And you got their people, the archangels, Michael, Ariel. It's been in their name the whole time, El. Elohim, they're fallen angels. Fallen. Oh, they're holy angels. No, they're fallen. Oh, it's holy gods. No, they're fallen gods. You see how it works? That's what fallen angels do. They get you to trick you to believe that they're gods. Yeah. It didn't happen recently. It happened a long time ago. In Atlantis. They tricked the Atlanteans, man. Oh, the original Atlanteans were more evolved than us. The original. The ones on Tara. They didn't call them Atlanteans, but a little bit different. But remember, there's more than one iteration of Atlantean. There's like 3 versions of Atlanteans. I would say 4 because the original Atlantean Lemurians on Tara. And then seeding 1 Lemurian Atlantean, seeding 2 Lemurian Atlantean, and seeding 3 us, the Lemurian. So there's actually 4 Lemurians and Atlanteans. So, is there going to be a 5th time? Because we're losing again? We'll see. I don't want to do this again. I don't know about you guys. I want to go back home to Tara or Gaia or some planet. Or don't go back to this reality anymore. Go to another reality. Go to another time matrix. We've been here for billions of years. We're old souls, man. Raise your hand if leave a comment. This is like a poll. I'm taking a poll. How many of you are old souls and want to get the F out of Earth? I'm one of those. I want to leave. I had done my service. I'm ready to move on. I got old bones. I'm ready to just get some new body. I want to go back to eternal life. My Chiwa Holy Ones. Wow, 104 of you. I haven't seen it over 100 in a while. Thank you for being here. What's up? Yeah, I'm done here. Oh my gosh, yes, me too. A lot of you. Yes, there's a lot of old souls, you guys. And we've done our tour of duty, so to speak. We've fought enough fallen angels, okay? We dealt with enough hard blows. You know, even Ashana, I've heard her talk about when they invaded the crystal cities, man. Those were temples, all right? They had to self-destruct themselves and the crystal cities so they couldn't get them. That's how serious we are as guardians. We ain't letting no fallen angel take our gates, homie. They got a few. We're called Templar. We're supposed to be guarding the Templar. We're not letting them get it. We see all this little human drama shit, but we're really here on a galactic thing, a universal thing, a multi-dimensional thing. There's something serious about the Templar. The planets Templar are stargates. A person, a UFO could travel through. See, there's those guardians choosing love and light, who are using these principles, can build a Merkaba field. They can build a Merkaba, a vehicle of light, and travel through the stargates. The aliens, the fallen angels, they can't do that. They have to use technology. They don't have Merkaba of light. They don't have chakra. They don't have auras. Realize a phantom being does not have an aura. It lacks life force. That's why they're vampiric. That's why there is fallen angels and demons and vampires. Okay? So they are finite. Their world is finite. There is no life force. That means it'll eventually destroy itself, self-destruct. They have to keep on pulling in from the living system. You've seen the diagram, or you've seen even Ashana's diagrams of the multi-dimensional time matrix, 15-dimensional time matrix. Well, they have to feed off of this from the phantom, the finite. This is being fed. The planets are being fed, the solar systems, the suns, the people. We're all life is being fed. Life force in the particle, in the living universe. In their system, no. There is no auras feeding them. There is no planet feeding them. They have to get it. Like scavengers. They have to feed off the living. They also will even parasite an entire planet. They're not just limited to attacking Joe Schmo, humans. They will take on other aliens, other worlds, other dimensions, and feed off of it. Like they use our planet and reverse its energy, part of it's reversed. They use Saturn and manipulate Saturn to manipulate us, to weaponize it. They'll use other things in our solar system, the sun, you know, there's gates, stargates there too. Well, these beings are trying to take control of all of it. That's why there is a secret space program. That's why there is time travel, tours going back and forth. You are going back to, you know, there is disclosure. You see this recent movie a few years ago, right? Where they come, it's the Tomorrow War. That's what the 20 and back is, you know, the Corey Good, Emery Smith, all these super soldiers, whistleblowers coming out. You realize that we do have space technology and resources and time travel. This isn't science fiction, this is reality. And that, quite frankly, wasn't just the Germans, but many a few other races who actually became so far ahead of us, they left us. It's called a splinter colony. It's called a breakaway civilization. So, according to Corey testimony, the Mayans are also a breakaway. You wouldn't say all the Mayans, of course. We mean some of their people were so advanced that they were able to create space travel and leave the Earth. You know, this is a lot of stuff we don't understand down here. What is the moon? Or how do people leave here? How do the stargates work? You know, are aliens real and stuff? That's what these beings are tonight. We're talking about fallen angels who happen to be aliens that have negative agendas. So when you talk about aliens, it's a spiritual thing. Satan's not from Earth, you guys. You're going to get Lucifer, you thinking from Earth. You're thinking these aliens are, and it's all about humans and God and the angels. When you don't even learn this source of information doesn't teach you about the other worlds and realities. I mean, quite frankly, the Bible should be a giant encyclopedia set, but instead it's one thick book that's about what, 1,700 pages long. That's a thick book, but it doesn't teach you everything in reality. These are distortions that are intentional. Now, we're not, see, we're teaching you how and showing you how these, you would say, religious concepts of angels are distortions. How the angry, wrathful consciousness in those teachings is dark. And so we are teaching that there's a whole nother concept of God, a whole nother concept of angels. So we talk about these fallen angels, realize that they're in different realities. Like, think of a reality as a wave. One reality, one bandwidth, one dimension. It's a certain oscillation rate, a fast one. Then you get a lower bandwidth. It's going slower, but it's separate from this one. Not really separate because it's all unified, but realize there's a frequency where other beings could be separate and live different worlds. That's how the angels work. That's how the fallen angels work. They coming from other worlds, other vibrations of reality, spectrums of reality. We just think down here as, oh, there's other galaxies, there's other planets. No, there's galaxies and planets in our vibration. Oh, there's a whole nother reality with planets and galaxies and aliens and other frequencies, other realities. So many realities. We say 15. We call them dimensions, not just carbon matter. Carbon matter is the lowest. You have carbon silicate. You got silicate matrix. You got, the Guardians call it liquid light. Scientifically, you would call it hydroplasm. Okay, and then after hydroplasm, you have something called antimatter, which the Guardians call, but it's also called thermoplasm. Think hot plasma. Okay. This is spiritual science, not just lofty concepts. So when we talk about angels and God, it's a whole nother perspective, point of view, when this other perspective of religion is way down here in 3D. That there's this old man in the sky, Father God, who's bossing everyone around, and there's some angels, good ones and nice ones, and there's believers and non-believers who are going to go to lake of fire. And so you just know this is your world. Earth, heaven, and hell, and some angels, some good ones, not good ones. That's it. But there's more, honey. There's other realities, just like there's other radio stations playing in the air, all separate. You're not hearing two radio stations at once. You get signal, a vibration to get exactly a specific bandwidth. It's the same thing with other realities. There's an exact separate reality at a different particle spin and frequency that's separate. According to the Guardians and Ashiana's teachings, everything's happening in the same space, just at different particle angles and speeds. Like one's going this speed, another one's going faster at a different angle, another one's going at this angle at a different speed. So the consciousness is at different speeds, at different angles, all in the same space. See, that goes beyond your quantum physics. Okay, scientists haven't even learned anything smaller than a quark. The Guardians teach us ultra microparticles, teach us harmonics and reality fields, harmonics, hologram fields. You're learning beyond into the primal light fields, the primal sound fields. You're learning quantic science. You're learning all this is part of these teachings, and they're advanced teachings. Doesn't mean you can't learn them. It means you can learn them from the beginning and start learning something. And if I would want to know what really is an angel, not from religion, you're not going to find it. And we actually talk about that. The angels that are mentioned, aren't they mentioned in Genesis? Or Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and there's a few archangels you're not probably familiar with, but these all have the word El, which is standing for Elohim. And Genesis, in the book of Genesis, you're going to find the word Elohim. You're going to find the word Jehovah. You're going to find the word Nephilim. All these are extraterrestrial races in your Bible, the Christian Bible. And beyond that, other gods and other, like Quetzalcoatl is the Mayan god. Okay, you got other, which is what? A reptile, avian, extraterrestrial, claiming to be a god of the Mayans. Dismissed is back in the ancient days in South America, back in these days in America or the Roman Vatican. You're still getting the same shit. The angels from Atlantis, the fallen angels, the Anunnaki, the reptilians were here 1 million years ago. This ain't New Age, it's ancient. Remember, it started even billions of years ago. That's how ancient this is. The indigo children are new kids on the block. The dark illuminated ones on Earth are new kids on the block compared to these real angels and avatar, fallen avatars, they call dark avatars, who are really in power. Everything is a hierarchy to them, so there's a bunch of puppets all the way down. You want to go through the 33 degrees, the different levels of knowledge and power. Well, that's the fallen system, man. That's a false creed. That's chaos. You're serving the dark side. And realize that one of the big secrets is, well, there's two big secrets, and then we'll end tonight's video. But there's one of the biggest secrets is that there's alien human hybrids living on Earth. So these beings don't have the human souls, they have an alien soul. So you have something called an Anunnaki human reptilian. Wait, I made a mistake. An Anunnaki human alien, and there's a reptilian human alien. Okay, those are hybrids. Human alien hybrids. But their souls, yeah, their bodies are part human, but their souls are Anunnaki, fallen, and specifically the Nephilim. The Nephilim from the Bible. So we're talking about There's not just humans on Earth. There's humans, and there's indigo children, and there's Anunnaki humans, and there's reptilian humans, and there's probably a few transhumans too, like already cybernetic, robotic consciousness mixed with human consciousness. It's not human, Vato. You think you're gonna become some transhuman, but you're actually not. You're giving up humanity and becoming part of the dark side. You don't know it's the dark side yet, but you will realize it. Realize our DNA is what makes us human. You get rid of the body, you get rid of your DNA, you totally change your consciousness. You're no longer the human consciousness. Yeah, transhuman, all right. You're no longer human at all. You became something other than human. There's an attack on human, and that attack is coming from extraterrestrial. And there's extraterrestrial human hybrids here, and that's part of the attack. So if their human alien hybrids get in power, if they become the main population on Earth, there's no more humans. Now the aliens got their way. It was one of the ways they attacked the human spirit, through this soul body snatching. And then you got attack in the air. Every single day you're gonna go see those trails, yeah? Every single day you got these particulates coming in your field, and also what you eat and drink. Your water and your food is attacked. Your DNA is attacked. You're being manipulated. You're being changed, literally changed into a transhuman, something other than human, something that's no longer human. You F with the DNA, you F with the consciousness. Your consciousness is no longer the same when you change the body. And the opposite happens. Change a person's religion or understanding of reality or their own identity. Hello. The consciousness will change the body. So if you get them here, you're gonna mess with them in their body. You mess with their body and their DNA. Hello, drink, eat. Oh, you're taking that shit. Changes in. You're changing. You're becoming other than human. This is like Hicktown. There's a lot of people on dirt bikes and stuff. But yeah, this is like not a good thing, and we're embracing it. Our gender's under attack. That's another attack. They want you to be other than what you are. They don't want the human race to be, they want us to be disempowered. They need us to be disempowered. They have to get us off being guardians. They want us to be like this movie, what's it called? Wall-E? Disney, oh wow, Disney. Wall-E. Wow, a bunch of obese people who no longer can walk. Instead, they got these levitating little things pushing them around. You don't know anything anymore. Everything is being automated for you, fed to you. You're just, what the F are you? Huh? What? You're just stuck in your device, which is a black screen, a black mirror. You know, the occult use black mirrors. Yeah? You ever heard of that? So now you realize what you're serving. Look at your Statue of Liberty. What is that really? You know? Who actually made America? It's in Voyagers 2. Check it out. Check who really made America. What's up? Do you know what you are? Do you know who you are? Probably not. So we're learning that. We're learning that all of these distortions and you're realizing it's a major spiritual warfare going on with these aliens. It's not aliens, it's fallen angels. It's not fallen angels, it's aliens. Oh, they're the same thing. Yeah, that's right. Fallen angels are aliens, aliens are fallen angels, the ones that are bad, the negative. There is nice angels who are aliens, nice multidimensional extraterrestrials, pleasant, guardian, friendly, law of one, pro law of one, pro-human, pro-life. There's nice beings out there, and there's dark ones. So you be mindful and discerning with who you let or allow mess with your fields, holy ones, because these people, these beings have, even have been able to kick the original soul out of a body and then inhabit the body with their soul. It's called like a form of body snatching. So these beings are smart. They're not stupid. And so they find all kinds of devious ways to open portals or to take body over bodies. That's only because you allowed them. You know, you don't know jack shit about not opening certain things, but opening or playing with Ouija spirit boards or just giving permission, even saying it. Yes, I give you permission to enter my body. What the F? Are you kidding me? I mean, they had a big problem with possession in ancient Egypt. You hear all these stories coming from Ashana about this. It was a big problem because they were opening stuff they shouldn't open. And they had to have a lot of people who were knowledgeable with possession, who knew how to get the boogies out, she called it. You had to know how to get them out of someone's body, because it was that frequent, that a lot happening around. So you don't want to open certain things. Like you got some technologies that are opening gateways like that, portals to other worlds. You don't want these beings coming in. No, but they want them coming in. They want these spirits, these ghosts, these paranormal activities. What's going on here? What's a spiritual thing? Huh? So we're like becoming knowledgeable so it doesn't have this power over you anymore. Learn what a real angel is, and the qualities of one. Because you're worshiping these beings who have dark qualities. Why? I'm asking you why. Why is your God angry? No, not why is your God angry. Why are you worshiping an angry God? What? Did you not find a loving God? And why aren't you choosing your own belief? Realize most of us, not all of us, of course, most of us are believing what we believe because our parents believed it and we lived with our parents, and so now we believe what they believe. And they before them, their parents, our grandparents, and then they before them, another parent. Oh, wow. Where's the awareness? Where's the mindfulness? Where's the I am God, sovereign, free? I am the manifester, I am of my own destiny. I create my own destiny. Not automatically following some racial tradition because it's your tradition. Why? Why do I have to automatically follow a family tradition? Why do I automatically have to follow someone's holidays and religious creeds? You don't. You are God sovereign free, and realize that the world doesn't want it to be God sovereign free. People want to control and manipulate you and keep you in disempowered, and you're gonna be like schmucks and follow and worship and sure, here's my energy, here's my consciousness, no problem, take it. No, honey, we're not schmucks, we're not lambs. Lyrans are lions. The starseeds are returning to Earth. We're bringing this, you would say, code once again to Earth. You're going to know what is God. You're going to know what is an angel. And you're going to know what is a dark one. Look. There it is. In that holy book. Open it up. It's a book of fear. A book of control. A book of commandments. A book of what the F. Hey, Are we perfect down here? No. Are we dark down here? Yes. Why? Because of the influences of fallen angels way back since Atlantis, which was millions of years ago. Wow. So now there's a lot of corruption here. There's a lot of negative influence to the humanity. But they couldn't do that. They couldn't have done that without giving over your free will. Somewhere along the line, a bunch of schmucks gave their free will to religion, gave their free will to the fallen angelics in Atlantis, in Lemuria. Oh, sure, go ahead. Change our principles. Sure, change our religions into a patriarchal, sexist religion. Change it into a benevolent, cosmic energy consciousness into an angry old man god with the penis. Something's wrong. Very, very wrong. There's no goddesses. There's no gods. Realize this concept is a slavery system. There's the one creator. There's no gods. Okay? There's lists, hundreds, thousands of gods. You can probably find a book on Amazon that's a book of gods. That there's that many gods, apparently. No, there's not. I call bullshit. Indigo call bullshit. There isn't many gods. And we're not talking about monotheism versus paganism. We're not talking about that either. Because the monotheism are angry gods too. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, if the pantheon is all angry or the singular god is angry, both are bullshit. Okay, those are both lower dimensional beings who are saying, oh, we created you, and we have some say on your planet because of that, and you need to listen to us anyways because we're more evolved than you. And we come, hello, there's a bunch of red flags right there. Machiwa. We are God sovereign free. It's not sin or blasphemy to any angry God. We don't care less. Hello, Vato. We're not your food. We are transmuting fallen angelic energies here. You're a guardian angel. You transmute negative angelic energies and consciousness and principles here. It's here. The Bible and its principles of darkness are here. Other religions are teaching not law of one, not equality, even putting down women. Some women can't even show their face. And you have to be a servant to your male, divine, macho, egotistical, sexist male husband. That's patriarchy for you, Vato. It's ancient. It's not even new. Inequality in gender. Hello, what's up, homie? And first of all, realize that when you die and live again, once you're male, then you're female, then you're male, then you're female, then you're male, then you're female, then you're male. Okay? Sometimes you're a male, sometimes you're a female. And sometimes you're androgynous. Sometimes you have no body, no penis or vagina. Sometimes you're androgynous or a spirit being. Maybe you're not even a hominid. No arms and no legs, but you're still alive and not even carbon based. Well, that's what your scientists say. You must be carbon. No, bullshit. Indigo called bullshit again. There's other matter forms. There's other consciousness. There's other worlds. There's other realities, homie. Get with the program or step aside for all the little genius indigo children coming in. They're going to blow you away. They're going to get their PhDs when they're 9 years old. What's up? What are you doing still? Huh? You still looking for apes or pond scum? What are you doing, really? At least some progression is happening. So, I thank you guys for coming to my live. You're so damn sexy, aren't you? Yeah. I love you. And we have all kinds of videos. If this is your first time, don't make your final decision on one video. Hello. There's hundreds of videos about God, about conscious awakening, about spirituality, about ascension, about energy, about the Merkaba, about Kundalini, about Kirishe, about the guardian races, about the fallen angelic races, homie. So check it out. I got a blog. If you liked anything I've heard today, why don't you donate? Why don't you support Christos Avatar? Support this portal, this work, this energy, this transmission of spirit. Yes? You can do that here through Super Chat. Thank you guys, those of you who did that tonight. And you can also support it by becoming a member here. And there's some little bonuses for becoming a member. It may not be little either to you. You would get diagrams. You can get one-on-one if you go to the Rishi level. You can do chat with the other people studying this material. Indigo's here, Wizard, and Starman is the moderators. And they are putting a lot of info as a resource. Those are resources for all of us. Okay, we're not stingy. It's already out there. And we respect Ashiana and her work, but there's some problem going on with that. And so they want to take it off the internet, but it's already out there in many different places. So it's on the internet, and we're keeping it there. So there's always, this code is always available to humans, and it's in our DNA. You're in the morphogenic field, you're in the tribe shield. Hello, we are learning. Yes? I love you. Much respect to your awakening and to your journey, holy ones. And I'll always leave the disclaimer. You don't have to believe everything I say. You don't have to believe everything Ashiana says or the guardians. Okay? You are God's sovereign free. You're free to believe in a Messiah. You're free to believe in a vengeful God. You can decide. If that gives you happiness, if that gives you spiritual awakening and enlightenment, then that's what you should do. Otherwise, there's another option out there. Realize that the principles being taught in these religions. Now, here's an easy one to discredit any religion. Here's a very easy one that most of them are going to fail to. Do they put down women? If you find out it's a patriarchy, right there, Vato. If the God has a penis, right there. Right there. So, check if they're a patriarchy and put down women. Then you already know they're schmucks. You already know it's old paradigm. You already know it's fallen angelic. We transmute fallen angels. We're cleaning house with them. I love you, but go heal and come back and join us. Yes? Because we're tired of that manipulation and control and sacrifice and fear and guilt and shame. No more. Our children will be safe. We're going to be safe. We're going to be part of a new body, a new consciousness, a new technology, a new civilization. Yeah? Some of us are awakening, some of us are falling. Many will follow, or fall. Many will go through a dark choice. That's their choice. Religion did its damage. Religion did its job. A lot of people are falling. So you and me, Starseed Indigos, we're bringing the truth. We're bringing the real Christos, Christ, and the real true God, creator being. Not anything referencing a pantheon of gods, not anything referencing an angry God. We are the awakening consciousness on earth. We're the only consciousness on earth who can transmute this This is ancient consciousness. The fallen shit here, the beliefs here, the standards here, the principles here are ancient. At least 50,000 years when the Luciferian covenant was created by the Enki, the Enlil, the Marduk, and the Luciferian Pleiadian Semyasi race, who live on our star system, but in Nibiru, planet Nibiru. It's our star system, solar system. It's just got a manipulated orbit. So bless you guys on your journey. Not everyone agrees with this information. Not everyone's gonna sin. Not everyone's believes in the guardians or aliens or hybrid human aliens or anything like fallen angels. People are just like, want to be like Wall-E. They don't want to have no responsibilities, nothing for keeping their sacred temple, in health, not disease, not some distorted body, not a manipulated body, not a mutated body. People are into mutating with their appearance. So, I love you guys. I'll see you on the flip-flop. Thank you for all of you who did donate. Thank you for all of my members. I know there's many members here developing. I see it growing, which I think is awesome. And it just means a lot more of you are getting it. Oh my gosh, 127 of you. There's usually not that many people. You guys, we can do this a little bit longer, but I need to eat a banana at least, because we'll do this for 20 more minutes, okay? Because we usually don't have this many people. There's no banana here. It must be in my kitchen. My house is a mess because I'm still moving. So where is the oldest banana? I thought there was a dark banana. There was one dark banana. Where is it? Sorry, guys, but I feel my stomach. And it distracts me. And I want to eat the dark banana. What the shit? Did I already eat the dark banana? No. Well, it'll have to be darker because I'm going to eat one of the other bananas now. And we're talking about dark beings, huh? All right. Yeah, my whole house is I don't even have furniture yet, except for the one chair. So I don't have stuff to put my stuff on yet. I'm still sleeping on the floor. Instead of chips, I'm just gonna eat. I don't have chips. We could look outside. You guys gotta see how we're being programmed, how we're being controlled. Movies are a form of control. Video games are a form of control. Since we're little kids, we're being taught to kill and murder stuff. It's not in our brain anymore. It's not a sensitivity anymore. We're cruel to each other in school. In school, kids are so freaking cruel to each other. Just remember, children are fresh from spirit. You've had years to become disempowered. They're still fresh from spirit. They're still having their parents and their friends and the world disempower them. The whole system is fallen angelic system. It doesn't serve you. Okay, that should be enough. And I haven't smoked in a while, so let's smoke something real quick. Like once or twice a month, it's not a big deal. And it's like, you know how you take an intermission? This is like the second session. And I have some more wall hangings besides the wolf, but I just have been trying to I just been working, man. And if you guys notice, I'm starting to do 2 videos a day now, plus a live. That's 3 videos a day. So I can only maintain that for so long, right? Sorry to show you my bathroom. And if you guys are still here, we're gonna look at spirit orbs in this house, but we haven't seen any yet because it's a new place, and you usually have to spend time. And even in your bathroom, you could see spirit orbs. So let's get lit together. It's kind of like a pastime here. Basically, when you're a psychic person, you realize that psychic energy is coming from your chakra, with the guardians called Templar. So something like medicine, hello, it actually opens some of your, you would say temporarily, some medicines will open your consciousness. Remember, Templar is opening to higher consciousness. Excuse me. So we take it seriously. Some people don't. They just do it to have fun and party and have sex, I guess. I mean, I get it. When you're young, you want to screw and be with lots of people and have a social fun life and go to dances all the time, go to raves all the time, go to parties, huh? Eventually you have to grow up and focus on your life. I don't know. You put your hand over the medicine, I don't show it on the camera, and charge it. You are a priest. We use speech. We use words, okay? So we use sound, words, language can be very powerful. So think about this. This is another way this is another thing they weaponize against us, language. Now the language is not powerful like it was used to be spoken, understand? Normally I don't smoke, but today I am. Sometimes at the drum circles too. Indigo Wizard's getting lit. This is, so we have a session number 2. We'll go for like 20 minutes. And you put your hand over it. whether you're left-handy or right-handed, this is my right hand in the camera. When you learn the teachings, you're going to learn that it doesn't really matter, because this left hand is you would say magnetic, and this is your electric. So magnetic pole, right? So this is your receiver pole, magnetic, left hand pole, right hand transmits, electric transmits. And also, if this is magnetic, what Reiki doesn't teach, what the guardians teach, the back of the hand is the opposite. So if this is magnetic, this is electric, and this is electric, and this is magnetic. So you have to go like this to stop the bleed off. Excuse me. You have to stop the energy from going out, expending out. So, because that's why you have to put magnetic over magnetic. Okay? Transmitting right hand, magnetic over magnetic. All right, so then you're going to run energy through your client's body or your own body. We didn't charge yet. Cleanse, purify any distortions in this medicine, cleanse and purify. Even stare at it, look at it, see it, speak to it, say with your transmitting hand, purify, cleanse of any, kind of like you pray over your food, because some people say this medicine is not good for you. Well, hello, you're a priest of light. We literally change molecules in water if we wanted to. We can see the, sound can make cymatics, sacred geometries. We speak sacred geometries. We speak codes, holy ones. Cleanse, purify, psychic energies, connect to guardians, connect to higher selves, higher consciousness, blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude to the teacher, the medicine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Machiwa, you feel your palm? I feel it. Use a window, close your eyes, and feel your chakras, which are in the middle of your body, coming down, up, down, whatever. You have one right here. The third eye is the sixth one. This is the fifth one. This is blue ray. This is indigo ray. You will feel them. You'll start to feel your heart, your chest area light up. That's why we say get lit. You'll feel each one light up. Not forever, and you're not doing this all day. Once in a while. Every once in a while. Try to keep your spine straight. Try to keep the tip of your tongue to the middle, to the top, to the middle of between the soft palate and a hard palate. Put your tip of your tongue there and keep it there. Now, when you're a beginner at this, it's kind of uncomfortable to breathe and swallow. But you'll figure it out. Also do a mudra. This is a mudra. That's a mudra, mudra, mudra. Here's a simple, basic one. The thumb in here. So you should be able to feel your fingertips. You should be able to feel the energy current, or some of the other chakra. You should be able to feel the energy. Remember, you got little chakra in your fingertips. Not just here, but this is the main ones. These are main, these are minor. These are minor, but to me, they're not minor. They're pretty important. So are your feet ones. Your feet, the bottom of your feet. I feel those all. That's one of the first ones I feel. Machiwa. So, you don't learn these things in the Bible. They don't want you empowered. They don't want you to be able to self-heal yourself, go into your inner Christ or anything, like connect to God or yourself, your higher self. No, they don't want you doing that. They want you reliant on dogma and obedience. And so I already feel the medicine working. I feel it cross my head, like right here, my third eye area. You'll feel it like all across. Machiwa. So these fallen angels are simply, most of them are Anunnaki and reptilians. Those are both competing factions. They don't like each other. One's from Sirius, the other's from Orion. The Necromatons are from Andromeda. So they're the ones who people are thinking they're channeling Andromedes. And the Guardians do not recommend that you channel. That's one of the fallen angelic ways of getting you. We talk about interdimensional communication within your own DNA, your own Templar, your own higher consciousness. Not channeling something that's not of your Templar. Another alien being, what? Claiming to be a god, right? Or angel with an L at the end. Machiwa. You guys, Metatron is also wicked, dark, okay? I know maybe some of you asked about Metatron. Well, cool, yeah, same one as Jehovah, which all you have to do is go to Voyager's 2, put Control F if you're on PC, and type Metatron. You'll find reference to Metatron. These are dark beings, man. There is no angels telling you, bossing you around, telling you got to do this. That's bullshit. These are fallen angels who do that. They go against your free will. Did you notice religion goes against your free will? You must do this and must do that? What happened to my free will? I don't have free will then. If I have to do this and have to do that. I have to believe it. No, you don't have to believe in jack shit. You want to be an atheist, you can, but it's not meant to be neutral either. Realize you're trying to evolve this way. Keep your identity by serving the light. Return to God this way. Certainly, life is not about staying still and not going no growth, not changing, just coming here to be witness. Bullshit. Yeah. I call bullshit. You're not here to witness. You're here to, or watch. You're here to freaking make a change. Have you? Make a change, homie. So we are blessed, and we're serving light. Those ones are serving dark. It's about serving self. Me comes first, me. No, it's not about me, ego. That's the negative ego. You heal that shit real quick. It's not about me, it's about serving others. And if everyone was serving others, that means people are serving you while you're serving them. You see how everyone works? Everyone wins in that situation. Winning when everyone's serving each other. You don't see it as giving up something. You're not giving up something. You're gaining something. Unity, uniting with everyone and equality. Hello, that's a very powerful spiritual state of being you want to be in. Try it out. All are equal. There's no power systems in there. There's no hierarchies in there. That's inequality. No, we want equality. Everyone's God. Everyone's VIP. Everyone's badass. Everyone's holy. Okay? And you can't convince no one. Let them choose with their free will. You can give them advice, but when they ask for it, but they can decide. Don't be disappointed in them. What are you doing, holy angel? We don't act disappointed. We aren't disappointed. We aren't trying to do anything negative. And that's not exactly easy for us. Like, we have to not judge, even though we know all these lessons already. We can't just sit. What are you talking about? You were once like that. You were once saying that, doing that. How could you judge? You certainly wouldn't want someone judging you. You might even get mad if someone did. You know, so we're like, don't want to judge others ourselves. And the whole point is naturally, like, just be so sweet and loving. No ideas of judgment at all. Did you ever consider that? No, because most people are not just naturally sweet and loving. Some people are blessed like that. Truly blessed. They could just be upbeat and sweet and really kind to everyone. No judgment in their head. They're saying, oh, no, sweetie. You know, and do everything to make you happy. What? Some people ascend naturally this way. Just by coming in with this hive DNA, you're just representing Christos, even if you don't know it. So, there's blessed people here. Yeah. Awakening. And it's awesome. Yeah. Feels good, baby. You know it. You know what's up. And you guys, I don't mean to like pick on your religion, okay? I know some of you are thrown off by that a little bit. I don't mean to, but realize that it's serious. It's really serious, and we come from a space of love. We don't judge, but others will judge us. And there's no dogma here. I'm even telling you, you don't have to believe in this. Okay? Religion will not say that. They will say the opposite. Remember, they're always about the opposite. The darkness is. So you know they're the darkness. What's the opposite of that? Look, they're speaking the opposite code. Machiwa. So, we're learning this through these dissertations. It's kind of like, remember Jeshua supposedly was sitting and teaching sermons? We're like teaching about these unified physics and spiritual cosmic wisdom that the holy higher conscious collectives are following. I wasn't even aware of this at all until 2010. I call myself a late bloomer. But it's also possible that some of us are meant to wake up only at a certain time. But I have to say, as I became awakened and realizing all this starseed stuff and indigo stuff, I realized that I was psychic younger, when I was younger. I just didn't know what to call it. And I was really different thinking between my family and everyone around me. Like, I'm not saying I'm some great mastermind. I'm just saying I was very unique and different. Mostly into like creativity and art and music, and like that's what I pursued when I was a teenager. Like, I played the piano and I loved that, and I just self-taught and played by sound instead of learning how to read music, which I wish I did learn to read. But like, I would play Fur Elise and Moonlight Sonata. I love that one. I was playing Chariots of Fire as a beautiful piano piece. All kinds of music. So I went through that when I was younger. And then I went through art phase. I was all into art. I even went to graphic design school. I even did stuff on a computer. But my real passion was wanting to be an actor. So I was all in these weird things, right? So I was all into plays and musicals and trying to make movies with my high school buddies with our camera, which the cameras were VHS cameras, and they were this freaking big. Everything got smaller and smaller and smaller. Now I'm on this tiny flat surface phone. What's up? No, but the fallen angels are basically not something that serves mankind or serves God. They're actually, well, the good ones are just simply realizing all are God, all are one. But the fallen ones, they're usually get into politics or crime or some fast way to wealth and power, manipulation, or just fear, use fear tactics, aggressive tactics. People are criminals in the business world, you know, so can be, I mean. So when they get that power of money, you know, it can be very corrupt because they have the power to make it really bad. So it's just because, not because of money, it's because of the consciousness on earth is already fallen. So things like crime will happen. It's a shadow here. It's a type of a thing that all humans, even indigos, starseeds, are born with, is some type of shadow in our fields. And we got to become aware of it and know how to transmute it, heal it, not have it have any type of power over us, yeah? So, I love you guys. You're awesome. We're going through this awakening, and some of it is pointing out some of the distortions that have been on earth for a while. And a lot of us are coming from religion. I came from religion too. Teddy is being. Our source will always be here for us through family challenges. And whatever else the Matrix has to throw at us. Was it 11:22? Awesome. Thank you, Thanos. Or if you were talking to me. SMS Smith. Thank you, Holy One. Much respect, you guys. I'm so happy to be here with you guys, and just realize why we have darkness. Why do we have this oppression, right? Why do we want to become a corrupt world organization or something? We don't want that, right? So we fight that. We don't want that to happen. We sense some darkness in the world, and it's in power. The darkness is in power. we realize that, or maybe people don't realize, is that the true power, the true masters, are not even humans. They're extraterrestrials, even off-world, you know. And the fact that there's human aliens here, that they blend in with us, it's pretty freaking weird and crazy. So, yeah. Blessings to you guys, and we're going to evolve very quickly. I know I am, I know you are, some of you are interested in evolving quickly. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mean transhumanism, I mean learning your Templar. And I would rather go the route of learning Templar instead of transhumanism, becoming cybernetic and part cyborg or human, part machine, part computer. What? Then I'm not human. If that's what you want to give up your Christed DNA, go for it. You're just going to be a roaming nanobot. Chipastua. These alien beings have interests on our planet, and they're way the F out of here. They use robots and drones and clones as their way to reach us from a safe, far away distance. It's a powerful technology. And the black goo, you know, we have this artificial intelligences and the abilities for them to F with us, and they're already Fing with our DNA and our mental health order. Like they're trying to tell us what we're supposed to be and shit. And you better fall in line or else. Or else what? Huh? I love you guys. I think it's been a popular topic. It seems like usually the dark or the negative type of topics are the most popular. But I understand, because a lot of people, even who are religious, I shouldn't be so hard on religion. I'm not trying to, you guys. It's just so strong in me because I grew up that way. And then I get people coming to my door like when I was staying at family, it didn't matter because they would answer the door. It wasn't my house. I didn't answer the door. I let them answer the door. So, and they would get these people preaching to them, even though they're Christians already, but they have like Jehovah's Witness or whoever come by, and now, since I'm the one at the house, you know, renting a house, I get people coming to my door. I'm like, what the shit, dude? Okay, Holy One, I'm going to tell you what's up about your Jehovah Witness. Jehovah, okay. Did you know your Jehovah God? Yo, they surely know God's an avenger, vengeful. What? I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna look into their eyes. You resonate with an angry, vengeful God, huh? Really? Is that what you think is Creator God? So a wickedness, an angry, you would say, spiritually immature consciousness. Obviously, guardians and holy beings are not practicing anger. Any anger, much less burning anger. We are being duped by a patriarchal creed. And it's very important to vocalize this. Religions are patriarchal. Even in modern day, the woman is put down. So, and you guys accept it. You rationalized it a long time ago. I hear people saying, women, I see them saying, yes, God, we're supposed to be subservient to our husband. He's the king of the castle. And I'm just a woman. Okay. So, no, you're not just a woman. You're human. Like, you're both equal. You're both half, not a third. You didn't suddenly become less, like they say you came out of Adam's rib. Adam's so nice, thank you, Adam. But how the F did you get born, asshole? Oh, he didn't have a belly button because he wasn't born. He was walking with God. He was alive. Machiwa. You have such a beautiful smile, Holy Ones. Much respect to you, brothers and sisters. We are becoming better people, better consciousness, more blessed, more sacred, more holy. We're connecting to high-level aspects of the guardians. What's up? You feel? You recognize? You understand? Yes, law of one. We're the code coming to earth, homie. The necessary indigo ray. We're this brilliance. We're this memory. We're this people that was promised. Hello, we're returning to earth. Meow, feline, Anuhazi, Christos, Avatar. We are these holy grail line. We are these priests, kings, magi. What's up, magician, healer, shaman, macho warrior? Yes, we are awakening. We are gaining our momentum. We are bringing this celebration. Code is awakening. The sleeper has awakened. Is awakening. I love you, Vatos. We should go party. Some drum circle. Hell yeah, you guys know we're gonna get down for sure. What's up? Yeah, homies. It was a good time to be alive. Hell yeah. I could say I came and I kicked some ass. What's up? We want to be able to say that. Yeah. We made a difference, homie. Every day I get your letters. Thank you guys. Your messages, your email. Thank you. Positive feedback from you guys. How I helped you. Thank you. Machiwa. If I have helped you guys, please like the video. Smash that like button. Machiwa holies. Katsu. Amahatahi. Kochiwa suchaniwa. Kohiwa kachamasakaye. Kochivas. One of those times, you guys, that we get some light code coming through. Yeah? I mean, I can stop it. I have control over it, I mean. Or we can let it through. Abasiwa. Cool, yeah. Look at this beauty. Look at this royalty. Bringing in this vibration, oscillation, concentration. Yes? We're in ceremony, holy ones. Wakasia. So, since it's right here, I want to share this headdress with you. So let me get this. This takes me back to my shaman days. Awakuye. I thought maybe the rattle was close to me. It's not close to me. Oh well. I think it's in the laundry room. Anyways, yeah. I got a shaker. Where's my shakers? I took all my shakers outside because of the drum circle. I guess I have to not use a shaker. Oh well. Nah, let's get our shakers. Yeah, baby, what's up? What's up, homie? Woohoo! Party time! We got this going on, even on a live. We roll. We rolling on the river. Let's sing some Creedence Clearwater Vatos. Rolling on the river. Uh-huh. There's my crystal, Vatos. Now it's all dusty, but I found my crystal. Awesome possum, man. But where's my apple? Like, I have a shaker shaped like an apple. I took my stuff to the drum circle, so it's all disorganized. It sure does smell good, though. Yummy, yummy. I got 3 shakers, that's enough. Okay. Woohoo! Party time! We got this, homie. You remember that time when you lived in Atlantis or Lemuria? It was so beautiful. It was in the kingdom of Eden. Yeah, baby. That paradise is real. Just not what you think it is. Yeah. Chew. Fallen angels. Some of them are falling. Sorry. Now we have the necessary energy. Mokuye, mosutas, machine, mosuye. Koyes, mochiwa, mohaye, hotoche, havakaye, munishane, tachaye, so. Haye makanye, hochiwa, haye. So I can go with this energy. I can let it go for a few minutes, okay? Hoi chai wa kamai pacha. Hai wa kai vai mai sushua han chiki ma poto echishi tichewa and hai wa kohiewa. Hai putsuta yan chik mamaite. Hai wa suta ibu kai metante. It's a type of light language, understand? It's not always in English. It's from another world or different time or whatever. Haim popiki people so ni mumanane. Hai pokachiti I kai shwa in kama imoa. Ai pokatachi ni poto nai ki chewa poniko anyu so nai moho. Hai pokatanchi chino ton maka. Hai ponon ye mo son chia kai swasi pasachot no papa kan kenchen no nine po. Hai ntichikiwa. I dan chicken ni mo son a choa mai. Havo koi chu wasa. Na nai chuko nani ma. Pan kun chuchini poso tai buswa kasita mo nai ne. I book tai dan chico is a fine case no. I put on him, I got chini mo, chini soto da vagas. I am on scene, I got on an Yan sweet name. I might go in me about my because I talk, I so near basa. I am at me call to chitty. I put so tight nini war. I mean, go on, I used to call you say, I must have told you for connection to Nichota. Okay, Montini. 啊，你个做这一模是搞一回说，啊不你，哈是，wow, that was strange. Hey man, we got some variety. We got some variety. Check this out. This is classic. Oh, baby. Oh, vasta chewa. Oh, my kayewa. Is that Labrador, right? Okay. Hey, wasoya komatate. Hai vashaka ni masuta chawasiyo makas. Koi bonchiwa. Oh, hai tiki manawa ebukai shina tai bakiwa na mai buchi. I'm a touchy to a vagamo don't you so. Nee, my kid, I put on talk, hanky, masoni. Time I go, na put on chicoasa. O Jimmy Kid, so I use him, mamma mia. Can't chiwa, put on I calma sonina. To try kai posai chasso, matanes. Cochavaya haka entitini bozza. Kai mai usuto tenchana haka. Machiwa. Chicalastitas. Amata to deep what cochini tichana taiwa. Ayakasito imosuto makanchmichi. Kai mai potanchi to atsoto amatsu. Do you think I know this language? Do you think I could really speak it again? No way. This is a flow, man. This is a serious transmission. I could keep going for hours, maybe. I'm not going to do that, don't worry. Ay, positas. Okay, mamana. Ay, posita chisa. Hey, if anyone can translate, please translate. I'm curious. What is this? What world? What people? You tell me. No? Is there an app that I can speak my weird language into? I don't know what it should tell me something, right? It tells me some weird answer. I'm gonna be like, what the shit? It's right at the tip of your tongue. Like, you just have to stay still. Joy mo po pagkain Cheshua. Ay vasita ay kimana. Ay vasita sikit nisusa. Kopa chini. Kayo mo sunha mo ibuchatas. Ay mo konyi. Ushutai puso. Yeah. What a blessing, homie. So beautiful. I know this is supposed to be about fallen angels, but that was cool. Yeah. We don't do that every day. You just get into your crystals, homie. You live thousands of times. No, you are thousands of times right now. You're multi-dimensional, Holmes. What's up? What's up, Colonel? Spiritual gangster. You're not just from this world, you're from that world and that dimension, that density. You don't just look human, you look different, like alien and stuff. Maybe you're not always 2 hands and 2 arms. Maybe you're some other kind of creature. The scientists say you come from pond scum, honey. I call bullshit. You come from the stars. You come from another planet. Oh, and so do the fallen angels too. They're not from this world, Lucille. Please tell us of your home world, Lucille. Well, I come from Orion. Not me. I'm not from Orion. I'm from Avion and Armatena. And a few other places I've chartered here and there and everywhere. It's like pretty awesome, man, to be intergalactic, interdimensional, multi-being. Damn. We're badasses, man. That's why we call you, what's up? Spiritual badass. One of my spirit guides is deer. I have like 6 of these now. Blessings. Deer spirit in the desert when I was homeless. What's up, Batos? Presenting. Always I consider deer energy as protection. Protection. I have a neighbor, she came over and said, why do you got these deer antlers here? I told her it's for protection. Machiwa. Haeteke vasotama. Ochova. Different speech from another world? That's gotta be some code, homie. What's up, patos? Aea okochona. Abasta iki wasoye. Omal posita sikihewa kana yuposanyena. Ai vostakaisha. Ai mostocha pakasnacha. Koye was chacha nakshi makatas. Pataye. Kayimoshu. I could keep going, but I think now it's enough. Machi. Machi. So, thank you for being part of that. We had to Sometimes we have galactic visitors. Sometimes we have interdimensional visitations. They want to just check out Earth. What's up? Some of them are just passing by. That was called interdimensional communication. Coming on in. Poye avastachwakas. It's like weird because when you hear these words and they're from another place, another world. So you see these beings when you're on medicine. I think what really helped me is that it was progressive for me. Like at first I was just kind of like being able to see like a ball of energy, and it was like electricity coming out of it, and that the beings were a race of beings like this. So some energy beings with electricity. And I saw a certain size, but then I saw giant ones come in. I saw a giant sphere being, electrical being come in. OMG, I felt like that was like a major god or goddess type of, we don't believe in that stuff, but I'm saying it's like an elder race, an elder being, very involved, who a lot of people would want to listen to what this being has to say. So I think your brother Fabian will be doing stuff like this, because I've seen very, very advanced or, way far in the future worlds and beings. Like, I see collectives already. I see collective races. And the one way I describe this world so you'll recognize it if you go there is the whole world, not just the beings. The whole world, I don't mean planet either. I mean the whole reality. The whole reality is morphing. The potential energy there is insane. So powerful, so perfect, so beautiful, so divine. And you're like literally transported there. It's like you took a UFO, man, but you didn't need a UFO. It's in your DNA. You're accessing your freaking DNA. The medicine is helping you put together, even for like a temporary connection to your DNA. This mushroom you put on your salad. Damn. So I saw this world several times. I saw these beings many times. And each time it got more profound, more vivid, more super amazing. So it's almost like you're training to get back what you used to already know. We're supposed to be masters of this. We're just trying to be reawoken while we're here on Earth. So you guys are awesome. You're powerful, and we're meant to awaken that in this lifetime. In this lifetime, man, we're opening that DNA. We're activating it. Yeah. We know there's a spiritual awakening happening with us, a certain population of the planet. And a lot of you who are attracted to like Ashiana's work or you found me on YouTube somehow, some way, or even my TikTok or Instagram, you found it for a reason. And really think about that reason. And I heard Ashiana say that to the audience once, and here I am saying it because it was true. Came to her information because I was literally called to it. Like, I didn't even understand at the beginning. At the beginning, I didn't understand her work. And why in the world would the first time she comes public do an advanced course? She did she did an advanced teaching on her first public appearance. Okay, you would think she would have chosen some beginner material, but she didn't. That's how she rolls, I guess. The Carrie Cassidy interview, she's talking like Sliders material and shit, right? That was like, when I came in, it was like Sliders 10, I think. Sliders 10, I believe. I calculated the Phoenix workshop to be Sliders 10, I believe. I gotta recheck that. But I might be on that CD then. I haven't looked for myself. I haven't gotten that far yet, but Sliders 10, shit. I just hope some of you have gone into this material because it's waiting for you. That's why you're here. You're really meant to learn the mechanics. These teachings are good. I talked to you about the aliens, the bad beings, and the Christos with the basics of that law of one, but Ashiana is teaching you the advanced mechanics that you need to learn. So I can teach them too. Right now I'm just doing developing my YouTube channel. If you guys didn't realize it, I think sometime tomorrow will be over 40,000. So I thank you guys for that, because a lot of you are part of that. Some of you tonight, or whenever you see this video, one of those new 40,000. That's gonna be awesome, man. 40,000. I'll be really happy when I get to 50,000. That sounds like a real good landmark, right? Yeah. We can do this. And think about this. One viral video, like a really kick-ass video on YouTube, will change my life. I'm not doing it for that. I'm just saying, eventually, this is a numbers game. One of these videos are gonna hit it big on YouTube. Like so far, my biggest one's over 300K. So I'm learning a lot, you guys, so you can only expect this channel to improve. That's just how indigos roll. Want to keep evolving, becoming better and better. Yeah. So, Patos, if you guys have liked anything you've heard tonight, smash that like button. Hit the like button, you guys. That's very important for this channel. Thank you so much for helping out, because I poured my heart and soul out, and this is for you and the people who are attracted to this guardian teachings that teach you that, hey, you're actually equal in the universe. All this hierarchy is bullshit. So I wish you guys the best in your. I'm gonna finish up right now. I mean, I check again. Yeah, okay. So we got up to 140 people, didn't we? Or 100 and something. Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. Maybe we're supposed to talk about fallen angels more often. Can you imagine if we did one on Lucifer, the morning star? Right, in quotes, morning star. Let's do that one, huh? Lucifer. You know where that conversation takes us? Right back to the Anunnaki. Those fallen ones. Antichristos. Jehovah, Yahweh, Omicron, Odedicron, reptilian avians, dino dragon moths, dragon draconians, insectoid greys, Chilasur. That's okay. Christ has returned to earth. It's all going to be good for some people, right? Thank you for all the members here tonight for supporting Christos Avatar. Much respect to you. You guys, I'm in transition because remember I told you yesterday that my cameras somehow, my camera and my microphone are gone. I have to buy both of those. So if any of you can help, that would be freaking amazing. That's why I put my PayPal link in the description below. And anything that anyone can help out with that will help me get that transition faster. That's because I'm trying to put together the green screen, and it requires a camera that, probably a DSL camera with autofocus, if I can find something. And also the microphone is professional, you know, too, so I still want to research the microphone, because since I lost this microphone, there might be a better one I could replace it with. So oops. Good, it's been listening before sleep. Good night. Thank you, Holy One. Much respect to you for supporting. Much respect, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a good night. Thank you so much, you guys. It went kind of long, probably, but there was a lot of people, and they wanted to hear about fallen angels. And I made more videos. If you guys want to see more, just look up fallen angels on my channel, okay? I love you. Much respect to all of you. I'll see you on the flip-flop, right? On another time soon. And come back again. Watch some of my playlists. I have a few playlists. You can find them easily on my channel. Also, you can contact me if you want to on a direct message on Instagram or on Facebook. Or my Gmail, I think, is below, right? So peace and love to you guys. Love yourself and love others. Transmute negative energies like fallen angelic energies, demonic energies. Talk about the Christos, talk about God in a different way in this angels and all that. So, and people will get it. So I believe some people are going to get this, like convert from a religion to non-religion. So, which just means non-damning. You'll still probably get damned by someone, but you know, I love you guys. Have sweet dreams, have lucid dreams. Take care of each other. Thank you guys for a lot of you who are sweet in chat, very loving and positive in chat. You are the young Jedi. You are the Skywalkers. There's some trolls, there's some fallen Sith, but we're the light. We're the light bringers. At peace, blessed ones. Blessings to you from the Guardian Alliance. Namaste, Emerald Covenant, Guardian Angelic Nations. Namaste. I love you. Peace. Yeah, baby. What's up? Carnal. Yeah. Ooh, Starcy Mommy. Yeah.